California, the Golden State, land of golden opportunities. It's no wonder 38 million people make California their home. With international trade as a major industry, California is America's gateway to the global economy. Combined, the ports of Los Angeles and Long Beach are the busiest port complex in the United States and the 6th busiest in the world. More than 3.3 million jobs nationwide are generated by these ports, making them vital to not only Southern California's, but our entire nation's economy. Everything from electronics, clothing, furniture, and millions of other everyday consumer goods enter the United States through the Southern California ports, and then travel across the country via rail, eventually ending up in the shopping bags of millions of American consumers. Inevitably, as America's demand for these goods continues to grow, so will the volume of container traffic moving through the ports. Since 1990, the amount of trade flowing through the ports of Los Angeles and Long Beach has more than tripled, and by 2030 is expected to nearly triple again, bringing many new jobs to Southern California. In 2002, the Alameda Corridor opened, creating a 20-mile rail express lane linking the ports to rail lines. The Alameda Corridor not only expedites the flow of cargo in and out of the ports, but improves air quality, safety, and the flow of vehicle traffic in the surrounding communities. But this subterranean corridor can handle many more trains than the nearly 40 that travel it each day. One way to move more containers via the Alameda Corridor is on-dock rail loading, or putting containers directly onto rail cars inside a marine terminal at the port. But on-dock rail loading is not currently available at all terminals or to all shippers. And because of land and space constraints, on-dock capacity will not meet growth forecasts. That means the overflow of containers will result in more truckloads to existing facilities. Every day, trucks are already transporting thousands of containers 24 miles inland up the 710 freeway to BNSF's Hobart facility near downtown Los Angeles. And with the projected container growth at these ports, more truck trips will occur on the surrounding freeways. But what if there was an environmentally responsible way to eliminate millions of truck miles each year by loading more containers on rail, close to the docks, with direct access to the Alameda Corridor? This is the Southern California International Gateway, a first-of-its-kind, environmentally green, near-dock intermodal facility. With direct access to the Alameda Corridor, this near-dock facility will load containers on rail just a few miles from the docks, eliminating millions of truck miles each year. Trains from this facility will eventually move 1.5 million more containers through the Alameda Corridor than is possible with on-dock loadings. The Southern California International Gateway will greatly improve an existing industrial trucking and redistribution site into a gateway for green growth. BNSF is committed to setting a new standard for environmental stewardship by building the greenest intermodal facility in North America. Specially designed wide-span rail-mounted electric cranes will produce zero emissions on site. By design, these cranes generate less noise and significantly reduce the number of yard tractors needed. They also generate electricity that will be returned to the grid. Special directional lighting on the cranes will also reduce the amount of light coming from this facility at night. BNSF plans to use low-emission yard equipment to move containers within the facility and low-emission locomotives to build trains. BNSF also uses Smart Start technology to automatically shut down idling switch and road engines to reduce fuel use, noise, and air emissions. Because this will be an intermodal facility, there will be minimal switching. Intermodal trains are built on fixed sets of well cars and typically don't need switching, minimizing noise from train movement. The Southern California International Gateway will be located just a few miles from the ports between Sepulveda Boulevard and Pacific Coast Highway. Only trucks that meet the port's Clean Truck Program requirements will be allowed to move containers from the ports to this facility. BNSF will require trucks to stay on specified non-residential routes. GPS or global positioning systems will track truck movement, ensuring drivers use only the approved routes. Any trucks that do not use the approved routes could be prohibited from serving the facility. A 2,500-foot-long truck entrance and exit road along the west side of the facility will ensure trucks won't queue on public streets or block traffic on Pacific Coast Highway. Additionally, the facility will bring hundreds of new, well-paying local jobs to the community, with priority hiring given to qualified local applicants. Potential facility employees will have access to a workforce training program, increasing opportunities for growth and promotion. California, the Golden State, land of golden opportunities. By reducing emissions and creating well-paying local jobs in the community, the Southern California International Gateway will support the kind of green economic growth our economy needs now. This gateway for green growth is our investment in a better future for you and for generations to come.